Hi, today I want to talk to you about the word I'd. The word I'd is a contraction. A contraction is when we put two words together to make one. I'd is the contraction for I would or I had, but it's not just quite as simple as that. When the contraction means I would, we have three different situations when we can use I'd. With the conditional tense, we say I would plus the infinitive of another verb. So I would love another coffee. I'd love another coffee. I would like to see your work. I'd like to see your work. I would rather eat at 9 than 10. I'd rather eat at 9 than 10. When we're talking about the past and we're describing a time when we were younger, like I used to play the piano when I was younger, after the sentence where we say I used to, we follow up by saying I would sit for hours practising. So I used to play the piano when I was younger. I would sit for hours practising. I'd sit for hours practising. I would look at my music every day. I'd look at my music every day. So it's like a routine during a time in the past. We are using I would plus the infinitive, but we are talking about in the past. Because of course we can say, I would love a cup of coffee. That is also I would plus the infinitive. But we know that that is talking about something in the future, something that we would like to happen. I would love a cup of coffee in the future or now. But when we say I would sit for hours practising, we're talking about the past. The contraction I'd also means I had. I had started cooking when you came home. I'd started cooking when you came home. I had already seen this film when it came out on Netflix. I'd already seen this film when it came out on Netflix. This is the past perfect. I had done. I had bought. I had started. We use I had plus a past participle. The past participle is the third row of the verb tables. I had watched this film. I'd watched this film. Before something happened. Something happened is either the past simple or the present perfect. Something that happened before then is the past perfect. I can say, I really should do something, or else there will be a negative consequence. Another way of saying, I really should do something is, I had better. I had better work hard this year, or else I will fail my exams. I'd better work hard. I had better buy a ticket, or else all the tickets will be sold out. I'd better buy a ticket. I had better go now, or else I will be late. I'd better go now. I had better is always followed by an infinitive. I had better go. I had better work. I had better buy, or else. Here we are talking about an opportunity that we did not take. I would have bought you a coffee if I had seen you. I'd have bought you a coffee if I had seen you. In this sentence, we have two phrases. We have the phrase, I would have bought you a coffee, and the phrase, if I had seen you. We can use the contraction I'd in both of these phrases, or in either of these phrases. We can say, I'd have bought you a coffee if I had seen you. We can also say, I'd have bought you a coffee if I'd seen you. Of course, in this video, I have just covered the contraction I'd. We can also say you'd, or he'd, she'd, it'd, we'd, or they'd. I can say, I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. I cannot, however, say, I'd 2 cups of coffee this morning. We can only use I'd with another verb, either with an infinitive or with a past participle. I hope I've made things clear for you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.